Yo, what up guys, it's your boy Legendary here, and today people, we're going to be talking about the new cards that just got revealed in the new Phantom Rage booster set. This is a really cool set because it pretty much gives us support for the Phantom Knights and Raidraptors, aka Yuto and Shun. It's super awesome. It basically has new cards that fuse basically Raidraptors and Phantom Knights together, which is really cool. I never thought of that, so it's really awesome. I just can't wait to hop right into these guys. So let's just talk about them right now. Alright, so the first card is going to be called the Phantom Knights of Tier Scale. So I'm really excited because I love Phantom Knights. It's one of my favorite archetypes of all times, and so is Raidraptors. So the fact that they're both getting support right now is really amazing, and Phantom Knights have been dying for new support for such a long time. So here we go, new support cards. So let's see what the first card gives us. We got the Phantom Knights of Tier Scale, Dark Warrior type, level 3, 600 attack, 1600 defense. Its effect is you can discard one card, send one Phantom Knights card from your deck to the graveyard. So really good. It's basically a Foolish Burial for the Phantom Knights, which is great. And then if another Phantom Knights card is banished from your graveyard, while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card but banish it when it leaves the field. So that's awesome. So obviously the whole playstyle with Phantom Knights is they banish themselves from the graveyard to activate their effects and search and special summon and all this other stuff. So by doing that, then you can trigger off his effect to special summon him from the graveyard. So that's really, really good. And you can only activate each effect once per turn. So it's not like you can only activate one a turn. You can activate both in the same turn. So let's say you discard one Tier Scale to the graveyard to activate his effect. That's great. And then if you have another Phantom Knight in the graveyard, you banish that one to activate its effect, and then special summon the one you just sent to the graveyard onto the field. So now you have 2 3s. So it's good because it works with itself pretty well. So that's awesome. So yeah, Tier Scale, already a good solid card. It's a level 3. Awesome artwork, gorgeous. I love it so much. Alright, moving on. We got the Phantom Knights of Stained Greaves? Yeah, Stained Greaves. It's a Dark Warrior type, level 3, 1200 attack, 600 defense. If a Phantom Knights monster or monsters is special summoned to your field, you can special summon this card from your hand. Then you can increase its level by 1, which is really great. That helps with rank 4 plays. You can banish this card from your graveyard to special summon the Phantom Knights monster from your hand. Then you can increase its level by 1. Ooh, okay. You can only use each effect once per turn. Okay, so if a Phantom Knight monster is special summoned, you can special summon this card from your hand and make it a level 4, which is great. And then on top of that, if you have another Stained Gloves in your graveyard, you can just banish that one from your graveyard, special summon a Phantom Knights monster from your hand, and increase that one's level by 1. So that's good. That helps you summon your rank 4s. Both effects help you summon to your rank 4s, which is great. So now you don't necessarily have to go into Break Sword, although that's still the better optimal play for different reasons. I think, at least I think so. But yeah, that's great, awesome, straightforward effect. Both effects, shockingly, it summons itself and it summons another Phantom Knight, and then increases its level and that other monster's level by 1, which is really dope. So very powerful card, very straightforward, and I have no complaints. Alright, then we have our Raidraptor card. The first one, Raidraptor Heel Eagle. It's a Dark Wing Beast, level 3, 700 attack, 700 defense. If all monsters you control are Raidraptor monsters, minimum 1, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Raidraptor spell card in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Okay, so really cool. Basically, if this card is in your graveyard, you can just summon it while you control a minimum of 1 Raidraptor monster on the field, which is great. It's fantastic. And then on top of that, you could recycle one of your spells or traps, your Raidraptor spells or traps. So pretty solid and straightforward. The only complaint is that I wish this was a level 4 because the other Raidraptor ones that we're going to read now are level 4s. But other than that, it's a good card. So next up we have Raidraptor Strangle Lanius, which is a weird name. Strangle Lanius, really? You're gonna choke me out? Anyway, Dark Wing Beast, level 4, 1600 attack, 1100 defense. If you control a dark monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. But you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except dark monsters, so it locks you in, but that's fine. If you control an Xyz monster that has a dark Xyz monster as material, so basically, kind of like a rank up, if you control one of your ranked up Xyz monsters, obviously you have an Xyz monster attached to it, you can target one level 4 lower Raidraptor monster in your graveyard and special summon it, but its effects are negated. So pretty cool. So yeah, this is a good effect because you kind of already have to have the field set up with this card though, which is the one downside. Actually, no, never mind. I misread that. So yeah, if you control any dark monster, which is great because this works with the Phantom Knights and it works with Raidraptors because these cards are meant to kind of work together. They don't all perfectly work together, but they are meant to work together. So this is great because they're all dark, so they all work together with this card. So it special summons itself, and then it has a bonus effect where, you know, like I said, if you control one of your ranked up Xyz monsters, dark Xyz monsters, you could just target a level 4 or lower monster in your graveyard and special summon it, which is good. So yeah, so that's good because then that'll allow you to go into a rank 4 play. I misread this effect. I thought this effect was more like it activated from the hand or something, but I misread that. It's on the field, that effect. If you control an Xyz monster while this card is on the field, obviously, then you could target one level 4 lower monster in your graveyard for summon it. So normally you would choose a level 4, and then you can go for a rank 4 play like that. So okay, pretty good, not bad, not bad. Anyway, we're gonna move on to the next one. This is called Raider's Wing. So this is an interesting card because it doesn't have Raidraptor in its name, but we're gonna get to that. So it's a Dark Wing Beast level 4, 0 attack, 2000 defense. This card is always treated as a Phantom Knights and Raidraptor card, so that's good because it works with all the Phantom Knights and Raidraptor cards, so it could be searched or special summoned with any effect because it counts as both. So that's cool, and the artwork is gorgeous because it's a Raidraptor with the, you know, the Phantom Knights flames and whatnot, which is really sick. I really love that artwork a lot. All right, its effect is if this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can detach one Dark Xyz monster you control, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. So this is why I got confused with the other one, because I thought the other one did that, but it was actually this one. So I misread that, but that's fine. You can only use this effect of Raptor's Wings once per turn. An Xyz monster whose original attribute is dark that has this card's Xyz material gains this effect. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effect. So really good. So very good. Once you have your easy Xyz on the field, any dark Xyz that you have on the field, special summon this card from your hand. You're solid right there. Then you can overlay with whatever else you have on the field, and then that Xyz monster won't be targeted by card effects. So I gotta think more clearly about all the combos with these cards by themselves. But so far, solid card. I like it a lot. Cool artwork, cool theme. I just love the fact that they're trying to fuse the two decks together because they're, you know, both best friends in the show, and it's just really cool to see them actually try something kind of unique and different. They've kind of done it before already, the fusion thing, but this is like they're really going in on it with this one. All right, next up we got the Rank Up Magic Phantom Knights Force quick play spell card. So that's really awesome. I've been wanting them to get a new Phantom Knights quick play rank up for a very long time, and we finally got it. During the main phase, banish any number of dark monsters from your graveyard, then target one dark Xyz monster you control, special summon from your extra deck one the Phantom Knights Raidraptor or Xyz Dragon Xyz monster that is a number of ranks higher than that monster you control, equal to the number of banished monsters by using it as Xyz material. This is treated as an Xyz summon, transfers to materials. You guys know the deal with that. For the rest of this turn, after this effect resolves, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except Xyz monsters. Okay, fine. So let me just make sure I understand this effect clearly. So basically, if you banish any dark monster from your graveyard, let's say you just banish one dark monster because it's any number, but let's say you banish one dark monster, then you get to rank up by one rank. If you banish two, you rank up by two. If you banish three, you rank up by three. And the reason why it does this is because since it's made to be a rank up for Raidraptors and the Phantom Knights, obviously Raidraptors rank up a lot. Like they rank up by one, by two, sometimes they double, sometimes they rank up by 3 or whatever, or 4, whatever. Like they keep ranking up high and high. So if you want to go into those higher ranking ones, this card allows you to do that. All you have to do is banish however many number of dark monsters from the graveyard up to the number of ranks you want to go up by. So that's really cool. It makes it so this rank up works perfectly with Raidraptors, Phantom Knights, and, you know, Xyz Dragon, which is Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon, which is really awesome. So really fantastic card. And then yeah, and that's pretty much it. It's a simple, straightforward. It's a quick play, so can't have no complaints. Awesome rank up card. All right, next up we got the trap card, continuous trap card called Raiders Unbreakable Mind. This card is always treated as a Phantom Knights and Raidraptor card. Really good, so it's searchable and it works with everything else. They synergize. If you Xyz summon using a Dark Xyz monster as material, you can target one card on the field to destroy it, so that's good. So basically every time you rank up from one of your Raidraptors or Phantom Knights or Xyz Dragon monsters, every time you rank up, you get to pop a card, which is great. If this face-up card on the field in the spell and trap card zone is destroyed by a card effect, you can set one rank up magic spell card directly from your deck or graveyard to the field. Amazing. And you can only use each effect once per turn. Amazing. So you get a pop when you rank up, and then on top of that, if it does get popped, then you get to set another rank up from your deck or graveyard straight to the field, which is freaking great. It's honestly just amazing. Just great stuff. Alright, trap card, a counter trap card called Raidraptor Phantom Knight's Claw. Really sick name, really sick artwork, like it a lot. When a monster effect is activated, detach one material from a Dark Xyz monster you control. Negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. Then, if you detach a Phantom Knight's Raidraptor or Xyz Dragon card, one Raidraptor Xyz monster you control gains attack equal to the destroyed monster's original attack. So basically, it negates monster effects. So you can negate a monster effect by detaching one of your materials, and then it destroys it, obviously. And then on top of that, if you ranked it up from one of your Phantom Knights, Raidraptors, or Xyz Dragon cards, if it's still attached, that's fantastic, because then your monster gains attack points equal to the monster you pop. So it's very straightforward, obviously. So you pop one of their monsters, they activate their effect, you pop it, you negate it, and then you gain their attack points, which is good. And it's permanent. It doesn't say until the end of the turn. So all those attack points you gain are permanent. So very solid card. And then the final card we have is going to be called Arc Rebellion Xyz Dragon, a new evolution of Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon. As you can see, the artwork is gorgeous. It's Dark Rebellion with like Raidraptor armor on it and everything, and Raidraptor wings, which is really sick. Gorgeous artwork. Love it. Everybody loves it. It's just gorgeous. So it's a Dark Xyz Dragon type rank 5 monster with 3000 attack, 2500 defense. It takes 3 level 5 monsters, but you don't need to do that because you're going to be ranking up. This Xyz summon card cannot be destroyed by card effects. I mean, that's already a solid start. Like, what are you even doing? Like, that's already solid. Like, can't be destroyed by card effects. That's fantastic. You can detach one Xyz material from this card. You can only declare an attack while this card. You can only declare an attack with this card for the rest of the turn. Also, this card gains attack equal to the combined original attack of all other face-up monsters on the field. Then, if this card has a Dark Xyz monster as material, negate the effects of all other face-up monsters on the field. I mean, come on, that is busted. So it's kind of like it's an interesting effect because it's kind of, I think it reminds me of Shun's Ace, right? Raidraptor. I forgot if it's Resolution Falcon or Revolution Falcon or Rebellion Falcon. I don't remember what it was called, but his first one, the first one he ever summoned that takes 3 Raidraptors, 3 level 4s. It gains an effect where it gains the attack of one special summon monster your opponent controls, or all of them, something like that. So it's kind of like a copy of that type of effect, but it works on all monsters on the field. So this is great because you can just attach one of your materials, and this is the only card that can attack, but you gain the attack of every other monster on the field. So this card already has 3000. So even if this is the only monster you have on the field, if your opponent has an entire field of 5 monsters and they all have, it doesn't really matter how much attack they have because you're going to gain all that power and basically OTK. So it's an amazing OTK card. And on top of that, if you ranked it up with a card, it'll obviously have a Dark Xyz monster attached to it, so you don't have to worry about that, and it'll negate all their monster effects. So solid. I mean, it's really such a solid card. Really amazing. That's pretty much it for all the new support cards for Shun and Yuto. Very amazing cards. I love it so much. I think there's probably going to be one more card because it's usually either 5 new support cards or 10. So in this case we have 9, so we're missing 1. We could just stay with 9 and that would be fine. I'm assuming we'll get maybe one more spell card just to even it out, or maybe they'll give us one new Xyz monster that is more Raidraptor focused, because this is obviously Dark Rebellion with Raidraptor armor. Maybe we'll get a Raidraptor that looks more like a dragon or something, I don't know. Or maybe, like I said, we'll just get a spell card, or I don't know, maybe we'll get another monster, I'm not sure. But even if we just stick with these 9 cards, it's still worth it. They're amazing cards, very stunning cards, very powerful cards, straightforward. They're all good in their own way. And yeah, so I'm very satisfied. I love it. New Raidraptor support, new Phantom Knight support, and look out for a fusion of Raidraptors and Phantom Knights. I'm going to build that deck. You guys have already seen like 2 or 3 of my fusion decks in the past. But obviously these cards are specifically created to fuse these two together. So I'm going to do my very best to, you know, add these cards in and try to find the best formula to work. The good thing with Raidraptors and Phantom Knights is that even if they don't end up working perfectly together, they work so good individually by themselves that they can kind of run on their own. And they don't need to necessarily work together in order to do a good job. But obviously this new support does help them work together a little bit better in certain ways. So that does help. It does help. So yeah, and that's pretty much it, guys. I'm looking forward to that. I hope you guys are looking forward to that. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of these cards. Do you think they were just okay? Do you think they were great, amazing, or do you think they were bad? Hardly doubt they were bad. None of these cards are actually bad, but you might think that they're bad for one reason or another. Explain your reasons, and that's perfectly fine. But yeah, these cards are amazing. Let me know what you guys think. Love you guys. God bless you guys. See you guys in the next video. Gotcha.